Ah, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what? I generally I don't get gassed or hyped up about youngsters. I'm just not that type of an individual. But I've seen the highlights of this kid, Kendry Paez, a particular youngster we just bought recently, plays for Ecuador, a young prodigy. He's just played against Uruguay just last night, UK time. And he's 16. I'm actually blown away. I'm actually blown. He's 16, and the level of performance that he displayed against a very quality Uruguayan team, I think we've got ourselves a huge prospect here. Honestly, I think this could be that 100 million pound player, man, down the track. Oh man, we got to talk about this. Let's go. All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to touch up on a couple of the other players that has done really well. Obviously, one of them being Caicedo, Kendry Paez's countryman, his compatriot. He's got himself an assist as well, which is fantastic from Caicedo's. But I want to talk a little bit about Caicedo as well, show some of the footage. Caicedo and Paez, a very nice, intricate little link up that they did. And something that we need to talk about, because this is the level of football that Caicedo is used to, even when he was in Brighton. And this is something that we're going to have to replicate at Chelsea Football Club for him to flourish. But we'll talk about Caicedo. We'll talk about Enzo Fernandez as well. He scored a goal for Argentina. I was going to say Brazil. That would have got a lot of people very irate. He scored a goal for Argentina. Argentina ended up winning, I think, 3-0 against Bolivia. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But ladies and gentlemen, it's all about Kendry Paez. Kendry Paez. I mean, if you haven't seen the highlights, I've got some footage here. Hopefully, I don't get done with copyright here. I don't think anyone's got the rights to these particular footage, so hopefully, I can share it. If not, you'll see that they're all blurred out. But if you haven't seen the footage, I'm going to share it with you guys. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, 16-year-old. Like, I know we're not going to have this particular player in the next couple of years until he turns 18. On his 18th birthday, he can finally come over and join Chelsea. But a huge message sent out to the wingers that we currently have, the young players that we already have. They've got to work their backsides off, because this kid is no joke. This kid is the real deal. Like, we've bought a lot of youngsters, right? We've bought David Washington. We've bought Angelo Gabriel. We've bought many more, like so many that it's not even coming to my head at the moment. Andre Santos, Cesare Casadei, and so many. The list goes on. Diego Moreira as well. But this is one. I think this is an unbelievable gem in our hand. And I know 16. Calm ourselves down. So much can happen in life. So much. And obviously, we're going to sit here and wish him all the best, that it all works out for him, that one day he comes to Chelsea and he becomes the gem that we're all expecting him to become. An unbelievable gem. Like, not just an ordinary gem. I'm talking about a real deal gem. In black. Was it Black Diamond? No. Blue. Blood Diamond. Blood Diamond, if you remember that movie. Of Leonardo DiCaprio, like that kind of stuff, rare stone. Do you know what I mean? So look, let's share some of this information. First up, look, as I said, this is no joke. This particular kid came up against a very good Uruguayan team that had Darwin Nunez, Araujo. I don't think that's that Araujo. Maybe it is. What's he doing up front? De La Cruz, Canobio, Ugarte, and Valverde in midfield. Caceres. It's not a bad Uruguayan team. It's a very good Uruguayan team. And him being 16 to combat against this level of midfield of Ugarte and Valverde, that is and to come out of that contest on top. That's a testament of a kid that is so determined to do well in his footballing career. This is the Ecuadorian team: Ena Valencia, Julio, Caicedo, Gruezo, Páez, and obviously everyone else. Estupinian from Brighton as well, very, very good player. So this was not a bad, Uruguayan team that Kendry Paez has encountered, because a lot of people will tell you straight up, oh, but who was his opposition? Some of these Mickey Mouse teams. Nah, no Mickey Mouse teams here. No Mickey Mouse teams here. Why is this? Let me see if I can. I'm trying to. Why is the news? All right, perhaps we'll just leave it like that. Okay. I just want to share some headlines as to a little bit more details about Kendry Paez, because it's a particular player I feel like I don't think I've covered properly on this channel, and I don't really know if majority of you guys know the details of the acquisition of Kendry Paez. So here's some details. All right? I wanted to do a little bit of homework. I think from here on, I might actually try and follow this particular kid as much as I can, because we've got ourselves a sensational player on our hands. Chelsea agrees 17.27 million deal for 16-year-old Independiente del Valle midfielder, 17.27. That's looking like a bargain now. Kendry Paez will move to Chelsea after his 18th birthday in May 2025. 16-year-old is youngest debutant and goal scorer in the history of Ecuadorian top flight. Paez shown for Ecuador at under-20 World Cup this summer and captain his country at under-17 Copa America. I mean, already he's captaining under-17, him being only 16, which is quite incredible. And also featured in the under-20 World Cup as well, where he did well. I remember him doing very, very good. Chelsea have agreed a deal to sign Kendry Paez from Ecuadorian club Independiente for 17.27 million. I think this is where, correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is where Caicedo comes from as well, Independiente, right? The midfielder who turned 16 last month will move to Stamford Bridge. Obviously, this was back in June. After his 18th birthday, meaning he will likely join the Blues in the summer of 2025. So huge deal. Like, honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, Chelsea, you know how we sit here and we mock Chelsea with all the different kids that we've got. And we tend to say, what's going on with the present? You're focused on all of these players for the future. You're not really focused on the present. What's going on? But at least this is a particular player we can say, do you know what? I think Chelsea's done a madness. I really do feel Chelsea's done a bit of a madness here, ladies and gentlemen. So let's have a look at his stats against Uruguay, which look incredible as well. This is his heat map, predominantly. Let me see if I can just. There you go. Predominantly on that right side, but he was pretty much drifting everywhere. But it looks like he spent a lot of time on the right side. But he was linking up in midfield over here. He was going into that left side. He was sensational. Now, let's have a look at some of these stats, okay? 70 minutes played, 0 goals, 1 assist. Sensational, like senior level assist. 57 touches, so he's not shying away from being involved in the game. You see a lot of youngsters, they don't necessarily always feel comfortable when it comes to senior level football. But this guy, look at 57 touches for a 16-year-old. And Ecuador national team, their coaching staff seem to really believe in this kid as well, which is huge. 30 out of 36 accurate passes, 83%. Key passes 1, obviously that's that assist. Crosses 6, 2 accurate. Long balls 8, 6 accurate. Big chances created 1. Dribbles attempted 5, 2 successful. Ground duels 11 and 5-1. And possession loss 16. Okay, well he's an attacking type of a player, so you expect him to lose possession sometimes. He's young as well. I think he's probably going to get better with that. Fouls 2, was fouled twice as well. Interception 1, tackles 1, dribble pass 1. I mean, that's very good stat for a young kid, featuring in his first, debut international match at a senior level for Ecuador against Uruguay, which is sensational. Let's see what people are saying. Oh, highlights. Come on, I need to show you guys the highlights. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This is the assist. Kendry Paez goes on that left side, drills in a ball, and it's a goal. I mean, sensational play. Check this out. Kendry Paez and Moses Caicedo, the little link-up plays that they've got. Check this, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. Kendry Paez picks up the ball. Caicedo, one touch. Páez, Caicedo, Páez, back to Caicedo. I mean, oh my God. Oh my God. This kid already has that capacity, that understanding of one-touch play. Woo! I'm excited. I can't wait for 2024. Hopefully I'm alive, but until then. So to see this particular player, but sensational. Check this out. Ugarte tried to body 16-year-old Kendry Paez, but ended up eating the ground. Hold it, Ugarte. I mean, Ugarte is a well-established player, well-experienced player. Let's check from the top. Check this out. The ball comes through. And you got Páez chasing after the ball. Ugarte tries to body him, and no sugar. Absolutely, Kendry Paez smokes him, which is so good to see. So good to see, man. I mean, for a 16-year-old to come up against a well-experienced campaigner like Ugarte and not being bodied and absolutely making a mockery out of him. Oof, beautiful. These are the stats once again, ladies and gentlemen. 68 minutes played, 1 assist, 36 passes, 86 pass accuracy, 1 key pass, 1 big chances created, 6 out of 8 accurate long balls, 2 out of 5 successful dribbles, 1 tackle, 1 interception. 16 years of age, he became the youngest Ecuadorian international ever tonight. Absolutely insane talent. Unbelievable, man. We've got ourselves a huge prospect here, man. Honestly, Kendry Paez registered more successful take-ons, 2 out of 3, more duels, 1, 5 out of 9, and suffered more fouls too than any other player for either Ecuador or Uruguay inside the first 45 minutes. This is how busy this kid is. This is gonna be one sensational superstar, hopefully, man. And a message for the wingers we currently have, your Maduekes, your Mudryk, you better be careful, because in a couple of years' time, a gun kid is coming along. Hopefully he can continue this way and then get better and better. He was also 100% on his successful long balls. 4 out of 4. Páez is 16 years old. I mean, he looks determined, doesn't he? He just looks so determined. I love it. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, from Ben Jacobs, Kendry Paez made his Ecuador debut against Uruguay, becoming the second youngest South American, 16 years, 4 months, 8 days to do so. Who's the first one? Behind only Diego Maradona, 16 years, 3 months, 28 days. Man, if this kid becomes even half of Diego Maradona, I think we'll have ourselves a massive player in our hands. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm gassed, man. I'm gassed. You know me. I don't get gassed up about young kids like that. I'm just not that type of a person who's a youth enthusiast. Like I'm all up for youth players to come and join Chelsea Football Club. No problems. This is where the club is heading. That's the club's remit. That's the club's project. But this one absolutely excites me. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts were for this particular performance from Kendry Paez. Are you excited? Let me know. Are you not excited at the same time? Just level-headed, keeping yourself calm. Let me know everything in the comment section below. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, see ya.